There, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a timeless collective reading whenever this reading finds you. It's the right time. Just keep in mind it is a general reading, so see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start today with the Whispering Heart Oracle. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective, please. And thank you. We are starting with the beautiful energy of loyalty. This is you and someone else being devoted to one another. I'm getting a lot of freedom here. There's no leash on this cute little dog. Maybe some of you are getting a new pet, a new animal. I hear doing something together. This dog is so cute, but I am getting the energy of freedom here. So this could be somebody moving into your life very soon, where right away you just see that this person is somebody that's going to be there. They have your back. You get an immediate trust with this person. I feel like they feel the same way about you. This is standing by each other through thick and thin. It's where love feels true, deep, real, and there's the energy of devotion. So I feel like we should kind of do a circular layering today. So let's start with this. Let's layer the loyalty card with what's the news. And then maybe an animal card and then a tarot, and then we'll kind of do another circle and see how this all blends together. Maybe they're going to be different stories, or maybe different people's perspectives, situations, or maybe this is all going to blend together. Let's get a little bit more clarity on this true love and devotion, loyalty. This is the What's the News Oracle. Clarity for the collective, please, and thank you. Key player. So this is somebody already really important in your life. You're extremely important to them, or this is somebody coming in your life that is going to really stand out. Somebody who is going to be a main character in your U-book. This is the key player. It looks like, you know, somebody here is in the spotlight above the crowd in the starring role. So maybe this is somebody that stands out to you, you notice, or this person noticed you were different, or you were going to be different in their life right away. I feel like this person became important pretty fast, whether that's in the past or coming up. It's someone who is playing an essential role in your world. It's somebody really important, and it's somebody who is irreplaceable. Irreplaceable, it's a song. I think that's a Beyonce song, but I'm getting the opposite energy with this. I feel like this is not somebody that, I don't know, you can just like let go of, tell them to pack their suitcase, go away. I feel like that's not even a question with this person. I feel like there's a knowingness that this person is going to be there, is going to be a star player in your maybe next chapter, but I feel like I see a whole bookshelf and I see volumes. So I feel like there's more than one chapter, there's more than one book, there's many stories. I hear that you are going to write together. So, I mean, this could be a really, really close, dear friend, even if there's chapters of that book that maybe you haven't seen somebody because they live far away. Somebody's coming back into the picture, but it's almost like you picked up where you left off. or if this is the beginning, you know, of that story. There are many chapters. I just see a lot of books. So maybe some of you even write. Important person. All right, let's do an animal card and get an animal energy. Spirit animal energy on this key player, important person, playing an essential role, loyalty, true love and devotion. If this is not love for some of you, I mean, this looks like somebody is like in a band or on stage. I feel like for some of you, this could be like a team player, but more like a business partner. Someone who's going to be really helpful in your financial success somehow. I'm even getting for some of you, if you had a band or something like that, like it's almost like you were missing that instrument that makes you unusual, that makes you special. So you could be that missing person that just steps into a role, or you find the right person. But it's kind of interesting. I see a duo, like just two people. Duet. Maybe you sing a duet with someone. I don't think that message was for everyone, but I like when extra messages pop through. All right, let's get you guys a spirit animal. Get a little more insight. Wow, this is really big. You got the buffalo. I see the buffalo as a sign. I always think of the Native Americans. I see as a sign of big changes, earth changes. I do see it as prosperity, power. I don't know. I think of that. I'll try to find that story. There's something about the white buffalo. And I feel like when you see the white buffalo, it's like big changes on the earth or big blessings coming in. I'm not exactly sure about that, that story, but maybe I can find something about it and put it in the playlist for you guys. This buffalo in particular is not white though, it's brown. It's really beautiful. I feel like I can hear it, but it's very quiet right now. It's just sort of standing. It's a number 9, so that is almost completion with something. Let's see if we can see what the buffalo means. Let's get the basic meaning. The buffalo is, I know I don't always go to the book, but this is a very big deck of cards, and I want to get you the proper message. Other than what I get intuitively off of that. It is expressing gratitude for life's blessings. So maybe, you know, this loyal energy coming in your life, the person that's going to be there through thick and thin, this key player in your world, or you are to theirs, is something to be really grateful for. It's in the vast prairies. Buffalo represents abundance, protection, and gratitude. It has a spiritual energy and connects deeply with the earth, reminding us of our place within the intricate web of life. It teaches us to understand the cycles of abundance and scarcity. So maybe this is a new chapter where you feel like more blessings are coming in rather than the mentality of lack or scarcity. I'm even seeing that if there was any kind of chapter where maybe finances took a slump, maybe it's been a long dry spell, as far as the love department goes, I feel like that was, even that was a blessing somehow. So I feel like you're going to see even those situations, even though maybe when you were in them, it didn't feel like that. I feel like you are now having a perspective looking back where you've learned a lot, how to prepare for the future, how to prevent maybe something like takes a slump or lack. I feel like you're able to now prevent it for the future. So maybe you've had some financial advice come through, Or it could have even been for some of you, you were in a position or a place or an environment where there was no growth. And that could have been the little pusheroo to go back to school, get a different job, try something on the side. And now, because of, you know, maybe feeling like you were weighed down, that actually is going to be what lifted you up. And I feel like if some of you had a really long dry spell and no romance was a bloomin', I feel like you have learned a lot about yourself and gotten yourself in a beautiful vibration of independence, where it's probably now that you're comfortable and on your own and not looking at all, that love's going to fall into your world. So let's do another loop. Let's go back to, oh, I didn't do the tarot. Let's do a tarot. Tarot, and then we will loop back around. I like to try to switch up how I do the readings. So let's get clarity on loyalty key player, Buffalo. What is the movement of energy and vibration to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. Oh, wow, you are letting go. You're letting go of an old chapter. You're no longer holding on to something that wasn't working. This is such a powerful, strong card. Maybe it's a Scorpio energy. Also with this, I'm getting maybe even, maybe there's a Taurus energy around you, or that's you. This is where you remember what it's like to thrive, to be alive. Death is where you completely let an old way of doing something go. There's a chapter that's done and you're not rereading it anymore. This is getting excited to walk through the light at the end of the tunnel, remembering that you are here right now, today. So what do you get to do today that makes you feel alive? I always feel like, as dark as this card is, I said something before about the white buffalo. This card in particular has a white rose. Even this looks very, it kind of looks very peaceful, even though it's a little bit dark. There is something that you are grounding here, an idea, something that you are holding on to, you know, grounding it in the earth, but putting energy into it. I feel like there is this halo aura, this new energy that comes out of a dark situation. I always feel like there's angels when this card comes through that whisper, live. Because, you know, we never know when this moment comes. It's going to come for all of us. So in the meantime, what can you do that takes you completely out of the energy of regret? That makes you have that energy of thriving. It's number 13. It's knowing that there was an old skin that started to become loose, started to not fit you anymore, or somebody else. And that could be anything. A way of thinking, the way you used to do something or someone else did, old partnerships, old jobs, old whatever, where it absolutely just doesn't fit who you are now and who you are becoming. So it's not curling back in that old skin. It's not going to fit you well anyway. So upside down, it's seeing that old skin on the ground and like trying to get back in it, trying to make something fit that just doesn't, instead of just letting it go. I am even getting, for some of you, maybe you've lost weight recently, or somebody else has, and you're quite literally letting go of some old clothes that you are not going to wear, and they're just going to take up too much space in your closet. And it's buying new things, even if it's just a couple of key pieces that make you feel amazing. Every time you put them on, you feel like you're shining and bright and like really feel good going out, whether it's going to the grocery store or going out on a sexy date or getting up there on stage and letting that spotlight be on you. I do see some of you as also doing a cleanse in your home. Anything that was just sitting there and getting dusty. You bought it because it was on, you know, some commercial. It said it's the coolest thing you're ever going to have, ever. You used it once and it didn't even work. And you shoved it in your drawer. You put it in your closet and now it's just taking up space. Just get rid of that stuff. I feel like you are making space for new things to come through. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're enjoying that extra space. I feel like there's something coming through and it is bringing you a new sense of freedom. I did start to auto shuffle, so let's do one more to clarify death. This, I also feel like this keeps coming through for you guys. Whatever you are letting go of, it's because it wasn't healthy. So this could be an old way of thinking, but I am getting that a lot of you are ending a cycle where there were energies around you. Whether these are people you know really well, acquaintances, or just the overall energy of an environment that you are in, where there's people who are sore losers, bad winners. I always feel like this is somebody who thinks they're so smart and they're not, because their energy is always to manipulate, you know, play mental mind games, try to get over on someone to get ahead. And you know what? They never really get ahead. They're always trying to fill a void. You know, they're always trying to get that biggest trophy and stand there in their glory, and no one's looking. No one cares because they didn't acquire it with authenticity. You know, it's like knocking others down to make themselves higher. Unless, because I look at cards all way, you are accepting energies in your life now who recognize so much potential in you, so much strength in you, see you as a key player. So they are going to play that game good, real, hard, and sometimes make you work a little bit so you get better. It's that person that's keeping you mentally sharp, the person that asks you all of the tough questions that get you thinking about the things you didn't want to think about before, because they know that that's gonna help in your growth. And I am getting not just, you know, not just in your intelligence, but in your spirit. I'm getting that this is spiritual growth. So if there's anyone around you and they just keep you on your toes, even if it's tough, it's because they go toe to toe with you, because there's just as strong as you are, because this is someone who's loyal to you, devoted to you. And those are the people you want to keep around you. It's not keeping the ones that want to manipulate your mind, you know. I'm even getting, even though that's not an emotional card, even like toy with your emotions to try to be smart to get something that they want. And it's just that want, ego-based, weird kind of energy that way. This person is standing here with all their swords and their little flag, taking their little selfie that they probably took themselves because there's no one really there taking that picture. And all the people behind that lost the game are walking out of that situation. I feel like this is somebody who kind of puts on a front and they don't even know why. So let's do a circular loopy-loop. Let's go back to the Whispering Heart. Now this could be a different situation, or this could just be a deeper layer to the situation. Clarity on loyalty, key player, 5 of Swords, death, and the buffalo. Clarity for the collective, please and thank you. Distance. So maybe there, I did see somebody at, I saw those missing chapters. So that could have been a friend, or maybe this is somebody that you have already connected with. You do understand that person, regardless of how far away they are or how much time has gone by, they've still played a key player role in your life. You still feel that energy of loyalty. This is where distance created a challenge, or there was something that happened that needed to create distance or space so that you and someone else could overcome some challenging situations on your own. But this is, even if someone was out of touch, I think that's Hall & Oates. This is somebody that is like it's a long haul situation. So maybe this has been something some of you have been waiting for a very long time, maybe years. Maybe not even that long, but it feels like forever. And some of you might have a long road ahead of you. I mean, you do have devotion here. So I do see for some of you, this is telling you about the natural cycles where things are amazing and where things are a little bit challenging. I do feel like there is this brand new light. I did see, I showed you this and I forgot to talk about it. You do have the sun at the bottom. No matter what happens, that sun coming through is that purest light. It's happiness. It is devotion. It's feeling like a child. It's the energy of freedom. It's an opportunity that will keep coming back, even if it's something that is a long haul, many chapters, many books, many roads on this journey. This is somebody like the sun that will always be there. Even on a cloudy day, it's still there, creating growth, providing warmth. So I kind of see, for a lot of you, somebody coming in that doesn't matter how long and rough this road is or how beautiful it gets, what kind of weather it is, one season or one day. I see somebody as wanting to be there for all of it. I also feel like it's somebody very opposite than you, but maybe also like your mirror. This is a really, really pretty card. I haven't used these tarot cards in a while. It's the Arcanium. Yeah, maybe somebody is masculine or feminine, or from a different part of the world, or different than your usual style, or like a completely different personality, or, you know, from a different heritage, totally different age, a different whatever. I feel like there is something different, but I feel like that's the almost like perfect puzzle pieces coming together. Even here, this is still a beautiful card, even upside down, because the sun's not going anywhere. Even if it's, you know, really dark one day and there's a storm, it's still beyond the clouds, in the heavens. It's something that's always within reach. So let's do the what's the news and get a little more clarity on distance. Challenges that create space between you. Feeling out of touch. I feel like for many of you, this could have been somebody who distanced themselves because they were going through a challenging situation, or that was you. But I feel like even if it wasn't outside sources, this person had to overcome something going on inside. Have some really big self-reflection on things or that needed to change, whether that was in their life, but I'm getting it's more of an internal change, and I keep hearing spiritual. So I feel like somebody maybe was just shining a new spiritual light on their life, and that made a lot of changes. There was a lot of processing that had to happen. So let's get one. What's the news? Clarity on distance, please and thank you. Oh, fed up. Maybe you were fed up that someone, I'll show you this is at the bottom. Maybe you were fed up that somebody didn't give you clarity, took too long. But I am getting for most of you, this distance is going to be this energy. And then there is a beautiful energy you are walking towards. So it could be in a totally different direction that you or someone else was heading for before. But there is a situation where there's somebody here that is purposely creating distance between them and someone or something else because it was the last straw. They're just not going to do it anymore. They're beyond frustrated. They're fed up. Oh, that's a song. I think that's Stephen Marley. That's a really good one. I'm glad that came through. Somebody's over it. I feel like somebody maybe tried to be loyal in a certain partnership or to, you know, a job or environment or friends or family or whatever. And eventually I feel like this was like pokes from, I don't know, arguments, or like just somebody kept poking to the point where someone just like popped. like they're just not going to do it anymore. They finally put a stop to a situation. They cut the strings with those swords of anything that was holding them to an old chapter or an old part of who they were. I feel like this is somebody who was frustrated for a long time, and now they just don't want to even bother anymore. They don't even want to fight. They like see something maybe now from a spiritual perspective, and I feel like somebody is seeing something that it just wasn't worth fighting for. Wasn't worth the effort. So maybe somebody always, I don't know. I feel like a lot of poking energy, like somebody kept trying to get a reaction out of somebody else. And I feel like finally, whoever that was, changed how they normally react. And I just see a big stop sign. Like they really put a stop to something. So let's see. Let's get an animal card. She's fed up. You can kind of hear that song. And now I'm looking at the buffalo, and I just thought of buffalo soldier. Hey, look at the Marleys coming through. All right, clarity on fed up and distance. You got this starfish. This came through recently, so it is the energy of where you have regeneration. It is the growing of new skin. Shedding of something old, letting something go. It's transformation. Also, that star energy, 89, is rekindled hope, faith. And maybe it is with a new person or an old person or somebody you connected to here is coming back. Not the same as they were. I do see for some of you, you are the one that got fed up here. Even if in your heart you felt loyal. And you were the one that created some distance. So you could change your cycle yourself. Step into the energy of abundance instead of lack. And almost discover something about yourself. A renewed energy within you. Let's see what let's just take a peek, even though I had this recently, of what the starfish is. It is healing, growing after setbacks. So after whatever I was saying before with that buffalo, how you are seeing anything that was a setback a different way, as maybe a push or closed door that got you somewhere else. Or even for some of you, a big reality check on where you need to shut that door. It's the energy of rejuvenation, renewal, and it's finding power in your vulnerable side. It's a healing journey, and it moves you towards a brighter, more resilient tomorrow. Whatever you or someone went through is part of this growth of strength. So let's do the tarot to clarify, but now because I looked at the bottom of that one with the sun, let's just use a different tarot deck. This This is the the Marchetti. So let's do the Marchetti Tarot to clarify starfish, fed up, distance. Please and thank you. What is the, hold on. Let me make sure these are all going the right way. I saw one going I have the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands going the other way. So just take a look at those, see if they come through again. 30 for the collective. On somebody really just being over it, not having it, frustrated. Feeling out of touch in a certain area, but feeling really right somewhere else. Healing, regeneration, and growth. These cards are sticking. One message, please. Yeah. Wow, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So that's your new cycle. That's your new book. That's where sometimes you are at the bottom of the wheel. You're getting stuck. You needed some spiritual double D40, WD-40 to get that wheel a spinning. And sometimes you are at the top of your game and you are shining. Everything is going right, where luck is on your side, where every day is bright. Every day is a thriving energy. And sometimes you're kind of in the middle. With the Wheel of Fortune, it is always going to spin. Just like Earth, every single day, there's going to be a turn. So you choose where you want to be on it. You choose where you can be on this wheel, where your perception is, how you view this world, how you view this wheel of spinning. I just thought of Wagon Wheel. Is that the song? The Rock Me Baby song. Rock me baby like a wagon wheel. Oh, mama rock me. Hey. But this wheel is coming out of the universe, says. It is supported by these two structures, by this gateway. It's almost like a portal here. The most prominent thing I see here is also the lion. Oh, maybe you're the year of the rabbit or the year of the monkey. Your Chinese zodiac. I feel like this is the sun almost like piercing something into the ether. I'm getting a little bit of Akashic Records energy with this, and I don't know why. So maybe there is something coming through that was written in the stars. Already in your destiny. But usually if you find that center spoke, no matter how this spins, you're going to be good. Because you can see everything from that, not just 360 degree, but that 5D perspective. The whole sphere, not just the flat surface. I feel like it's a little weird upside down. It's kind of just believing, oh, your luck is never going to change. Your chapter is never going to turn. That's never going to end. And you're already in the energy of accepting that it won't instead of doing something to make it happen. Or if it's outside energies that bring this lucky change, big break, big turn of your page, you're like not stepping into it. Upside down. I feel like if there's something big and lucky and special coming in for you, there is a sunshine in the middle there. So maybe it's about this next year is not going to be the same as the last. Maybe it's about every day being bright. I feel like I lost my train of thought a little bit there. So let's get one more just to clarify the wheel. Clarity on the wheel, please and thank you. You have the Nine of Cups. You have your wish come true. And at the bottom, you have victory. So, I mean, this is your wish come true. Look at how relaxed this looks. I feel like we came full circle with the dogs. Maybe it's about having some dogs. Look at that big, beautiful house. It's even giving me almost 10 of Cups energy, even though it's the 9. This is having the abundance of everything you desire that makes your heart feel like it's overwhelmed and beaming with love, where there is enough to share, where you want to savor every moment you get to be with the people you love, to hang out with your dog or your cat or your honey or your kids, or enjoy that beautiful home that you've built. This is a home that has a lot of love. This is feeling like everything is, you know, it's the open bar, the smorgasbord. Upside down, it's gluttony. It's, you know, that person that wants everything for themselves and nobody else and isn't going to share anything and thinks they have to completely drink everything to be happy. And then they, you know, they're just passed out, not enjoying that day. It's knowing when you have just enough, saving more of that for later, getting to share that love that you feel with others. It's a beautiful pay it forward energy too, but it's more of a love than like a monetary thing. It's more of like a pay it forward via energy. And at the bottom, you do have a lot of fire. You have a lot of passion, and you are heading towards victory. This is my victory card in the Minor Arcana. It is also where you are maybe being seen by others in this key player position. You are being noticed. This is like the victory parade. This is where you shine differently, where you've also learned how to win that game, get through the trials and tribulations because you've had a lot of practice, a lot of experience. You know, you had a lot of practice games before the big win. You had to go through battle a little bit to know what it's like, what's worth fighting for and what's worth not. What brought you strength. And it's after getting knocked down, getting back up. But it's taking that victorious energy and working with team players or a team player who is loyal with you, regenerates with you, there through all the cloudy and sunny days, and maybe continuously wants to be in the energy of thriving and rejuvenation and constantly growing spiritually with you. I feel like there's definitely somebody who wants to not just, you know, sit there and clapping for you. I feel like you want to bring somebody along for this beautiful ride. You want to share this victorious energy with somebody. And if it's you up there on your high horse or someone else, eventually you're going to get saddle sore if you don't look around and who made you stronger, or who helped you along the way, or who helped you rise to be in that glorious position. Who supported you when you were there, who threw you the after party, who's still going to be there to clean up the mess. I always see this as sometimes somebody has to get off their horse, help out, and say thank you. And sometimes, you know, it's also just opening your arms and feeling the energy of acceptance and gratitude. I hope this reading was helpful. I know I did this a little bit different today, but I do want to end with something special. I just got this deck of cards from a friend. It was a gift, and I didn't even know these cards existed, and I'm pretty excited to use them. You guys know I always have music in the readings, and you can find the playlist below, by the way. So this is called the Rock Star Oracle. Also, thank you so much for this beautiful deck of cards. So I'm not really sure how to use it. I haven't really looked through it yet. I like to keep things a surprise. So let's get a rock star to end this reading with. What is, I just kind of see kind of see that energy here. What is the final card to sum this reading up? Help the collective right now, please, and thank you. Future good, hey, is waiting for you. You did get the Wheel of Fortune. You do have victory coming in. You are completely letting old ways go. And here is your wish come true. Wishes coming true again and again and again and again. And more things that you are dreaming in the future all coming in for you. I love that this is Van Morrison. He has such good songs. Future good is awaiting you. Maybe there's something about a brooch or a watch. There's a lot of texture in this card. I feel like there's texture and smell. I feel like that's feathers. So maybe it's even about really being in that Pentacles energy in the world that you're in. You know, what you can touch, feel, see, do, be around. It's a beginning. You got that new chapter. You got that new book. You got many more new beginnings coming in. Sometimes you got to flip that book. Put the one back on the shelf. Start writing that chapter yourself. And sometimes you get a blessing that, you know, the winds of change come and just kind of blow something just in the right direction for you. So I think these do have a little message. Never looked at it before, so let's give it a little peekaroo. Where is it? I wonder if it's alphabetical. I don't know if it is. It is good. All right. Let me get my old glasses on. Let you see this. Your mission. Van Morrison's music invokes images of the breaking dawn, drawing equally from traditional blues and Irish folk music. His work weaves together. The first thing I thought of was Into the Mystic. Mystery and magic to create a tapestry. That's how I see doing these readings. It's like a tapestry of energy. Music is such a way to express feelings that don't have words. Feel energies that don't have any other way of, you know, painting that picture. It's altogether new and completely of his own design. When Van Morrison appears in a reading, it's a positive indication for new projects, new opportunities, and for you to begin again. But this time, that's why I'm so glad I pulled these. That just gave me goosies. It's beginning again, but this time it's with the wisdom that you gained because of the past. Some people go through that past chapter cycle over and over, and they never gain the wisdom. They never have the insight or self-awareness to have the growth or desire and willpower. So what beginnings are on the horizon? How can you best access these opportunities? And what relevant life experience can I apply? I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon.